Hello and welcome to this third session in our Minebase Training series. This session I've called The Power of Duplication, and this is absolutely my favorite topic when it comes to training, because here I can really talk from experience, but also I can talk from industry numbers. And did you know that network marketing, affiliate marketing, multi-level marketing, direct sales is the highest paid industry in the world? It's actually that industry in the world that is fostering the most millionaires. And the reason for that is exactly because of the power of duplication. And that is what we will be looking at today in this training, where not only duplication, we will be looking at the industry in general, but also mindset, what it takes to become successful and what it is that you should be focusing about. I chose this session because it fits perfectly into alignment with the first two sessions that we had before this one, and that was the foundation training. Session number one was the ecosystem. It was how you can make your money create even more money for you. Instead of having your money in the bank, go into the system here, activate wallet addresses, and the more wallet addresses you have activated, the more money the system is creating for you every single day. My personal recommendation for you, of course, is to hold at least 550 tokens, buy a pack, and hold 550 tokens, because then you will activate 20 wallet addresses and thereby activating your own little Minebase factory, printing money, you could say, every single day, because a Minebase token is money. At any point in time, you can convert it into other cryptocurrencies and you can take it out through an exchange or through a crypto card and go shopping with it. So the more Minebase token you can create every single day, the more money you can support your life with. But also important that if you see the big picture, then of course I would go for 1100 tokens and buying a 3-star package. And I mentioned that already in the training, because here you will be able to have 40 wallet addresses working for you, but at the same time accelerating your speed so that you are actually creating tokens on steroids, more or less. So this is very, very interesting to have focused on that. The two different options, or the third one where you, where of course you buy and hold 3,300 tokens. But especially the second option I really like, because that is something that I wouldn't say everybody, but a lot of people are able to do if, of course, they see the big picture and they stretch. But you should look at your own finances, not take my advice only take my advice as a pointer, but you should of course look at your own finances. But I would recommend at least 550 tokens and the 1-star package. That will set you back around $200, but it's $200 in your own business. And remember, you will get 7 times your money back on the pack anyway. Okay, so that was the CTP system. That is let's say the basic of our whole system here, is to how you can create tokens for yourself. The second part, we were looking at how you can participate in the global compensation plan, how you can build your team inside the Minebase community and earn income through the different pools and the direct commissions. And that for me is really interesting, because here you can join us on our live Zooms, you can join our trainings, you can use the system, all our videos, to really start building your own business from home together with us. And it's exactly that business, or the fundamentals of that business, that I want to talk about here in this third training, just to give you an eye-opener, a perspective on how you actually, you alone can be the person that starts an avalanche and can create a huge team, a huge business for yourself by using some or doing some simple things every single day. And that's what I want to talk about in this training, the power of duplication, where we will be looking at the industry of network marketing, but we will also see how network marketing makes it possible for you to generate residual income, but at the same time also have focus on mindset. How you keep a positive mindset, what it is that you should be aware of when you venture into this world. You know, my background, as I've mentioned a few times, is 34 years in network marketing. My first meeting, I was 18 years old. I reflected on an ad in a newspaper and found myself at a meeting where they were presenting a business opportunity. I didn't know what it was. They were talking about health, nutritional products, how you could be healthy, and they had the super products, whatever. But when they came to the compensation plan, and the main or the key speaker of the night put his earnings, that check he was earning that month 34 years ago on the projector, and the number was $128,000 he was earning that month 34 years ago. It just blew my mind, because I couldn't understand, how can you earn so much money just by helping people stay healthy and work this business from home? But that set me on a path that has now been my lifelong passion. 34 years in this industry, 25 full-time. I've done really well. But as I also said in my basic training, the number one training, one thing is to earn money. The other part is to how do you keep your money and how do you make your money create more money. And that is why I really like the Minebase ecosystem. I really like everything we have here at Minebase, because it allows you to create money through the CTP system, but it also allows you to earn money through network marketing. And that is what I want to talk about now. So what is network marketing? Well, if you look it up, you will see that network marketing is a form of marketing that uses independent salespeople who often work from home and are motivated to recruit other sales agents. That is what Wikipedia says. The sales people get commission on sales and the sales of those who they recruit. So you can actually start your own little sales team and be a coach for them, and the more they sell, the more commission you earn. Also, it says network marketing is a method of marketing that relies on individuals harnessing their personal networks to grow a business, to sell a product or a service. So this is key. You harness your personal network to grow a business, to sell a product or a service. And here, that is where some people in the world misunderstand network marketing a little bit, because they think it's a pyramid system. They think it's illegal to build yourself a structure and earn money on the sales that are happening in this structure. First of all, remember that everything is a pyramid today. You know, a family is a pyramid, the military is a pyramid, the government is a pyramid, all companies is a pyramid, or are pyramids, because you have typically a CEO somewhere, and he or she will have some managing directors, they can have some blah, 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 and then all the masses will then be working on the floor somewhere, or in the supermarket or in the retail stores, but you will have a layer of managers above that. So it's very normal to have a pyramid built structure. But what I really like about network marketing is that in a network marketing organization, I see it a little bit upside down, because it's the opposite pyramid, where everybody starts in the bottom, but you can work your way up to the top. It's very hard to get to the top of Facebook, or get to the top of Tesla, or to get to the top of Google. But in a network marketing company, everybody can start and they can build their way up through the compensation plan and end up as super directors, or whatever we want to call them, up there. So, but first of all, the important note here is, what is the difference between network marketing and pyramid selling? Well, it's a very easy answer, because in a pyramid, you typically don't have any products or services. It costs a fee, money, maybe $1,000, $10,000, $5,000 just to be part of the pyramid. And then when you refer other people that put in 5,000 or 10,000 or 100 or whatever, you get a commission, and now they are sponsored by you, and they can do the same, but there are no products. And that is illegal when you get paid just on referring others. In a network marketing structure, you have a product or a service, and you only earn money every time people are buying the product or service. And you typically will get paid through the commission plan, like we have the global compensation plan here at Minebase. But direct sales is a huge industry today. More than 200 million people are working in direct sales, in network marketing. It's a whole industry. And people are selling Avon, they are selling Tupperware, they are selling different stuff. It's all direct sales and network marketing. And they get commissions every time people are selling something. If nobody is selling anything, you are not earning any money. So it's very, very simple. But I call it the upside down pyramid, as I said, because everybody has a shot at going to the top through focus and hard work. So that is one of the most misunderstood things about this industry, and it's sad, but it's just how it is. And that's why when you work in this industry, this is one of the objections that you will encounter. So that's why it's important for you to know the difference between network marketing and pyramid selling. Okay, so in a network marketing structure, depending on what company you're working from, because there are also different systems. Direct sales, or let's call it network marketing, it was created back in the 40s, 50s, 60s, but it got really traction when we came to the 80s and 90s, and now, of course, it's a huge industry turning over a lot of money. And depending on the company that you work for, there are different ways of building your structure. But in the most systems, you have something called the unilevel pay plan, where the unilevel model is actually that you can build as many front lines as you want, direct referred members as you want, and they can do the same. So you build a structure that can build wide and deep. And depending on the compensation plan, you can then get paid on the volume that is created in your team. Again here, what I want to note is why I really like Minebase is that here you are qualifying to pools, you are qualifying to parts of the worldwide turnover all the time. Every week you can qualify, so you can get payouts every week, and you can qualify for different pools every single week. So you can get many different payouts every single week when you qualify different pools. And that is something that I find very, very unique. As I said before, I've been full-time in this industry for many, many years, and this is the first time I really see the combination of a compensation plan and a product that really makes you earn. Also, the product here makes you earn because you are creating tokens for yourself, money for yourself, just by holding. And when you buy a pack, or if you buy a pack, that will also pay you money. So what you are getting paid on here is actually referring members who are also making their money create more money. So this, in my opinion, is the perfect system, and that is why I really, really like Minebase and the whole ecosystem. And trust me, there's a lot more coming next year that I'm pretty sure will amaze you. Here we have a guy called J. Paul Getty. He was actually one of the first billionaires in American history. And what I really like about him is he has a quote. It's better to get 1% of 100 people's efforts rather than 100% of your own efforts. And why is it that? Well, if the only income stream you have is dependent on you going out and doing something, then you are very vulnerable. Because what happens if you get sick, or you break your legs, or something happens to you and suddenly you cannot work anymore? Well, then your way, let's say your potential of earning money is reduced. But if your money is out on 100 people doing a little bit every single day, then you are much more stable in your income. And again, you have no limits, because 100 people can work a lot more hours than you would ever be able to do yourself. So this system is really something that you should study, and you should try to understand, and you should really commit yourself to research why things are like they are in network marketing and why so many people become successful from all walks of life. They just need to have a burning desire. And that is why I put this quote here. If you want things to change, you have to change. Everything starts with you. The definition of insanity is actually to do the same thing over and over again and expect different results. That will not happen. If you go to work at your normal workplace every single day, 5-6 days per week, and in the weekends you just relax with the family or you go out or whatever, and you do the same next week and next week and next week, then your results at the end of the month will be the same as last month. So if you want something else out of life, you need to go in that direction and make some efforts to change. And that's why everything starts with you. You have to look in your mirror and you have to decide what you want. And when you have decided what you want, then you have to make the changes and go in that direction. In my case, 34 years ago, when I discovered the industry of network marketing with my first company, as I talked about before, I bought some products. I went to my little hometown and I started talking to everybody I knew. I was not very successful because I did not get the help that I needed for my business back then. I didn't have the team side here at Minebase. I didn't have trainers. I didn't have access to a lot of YouTube videos because back then there were no YouTube. But I tried and tried and tried. I was not very successful in my first company. It wasn't until my second company, 1.5 years later, that I really started to immerse myself into the change, into learning more about this industry, into going to trainings, into studying the material, into watching videos, listening to cassette tapes I had back then, and reading books. Right now there is so much material, so much video, so much everything out there, so that you can learn more about this industry. Just here at Minebase, we have a lot of different training material in different languages. We're adding that now, and in this training series, we will try to give you the full understanding of all the different elements that are important for you to succeed. And it's not the nitty gritty. It's not, do you understand 100% the compensation plan? Do you understand 100% how the system works? No, it's not. That is not what will define your success. What will define your success is your commitment, tenacity, and are you able to work consistently on your business and on your goals and doing the things you need to do in order to build your team. And that is contacting people and follow up. It's not rocket science what we are doing, but you just need to do it. It needs to be done, and that is also will be part of one of the trainings, and that exactly how you should work to become successful, how you should spend your time. But very important, before you can lead others, you need to be able to lead yourself. And what does that mean? Well, it sounds a little cryptic, but it's not that. But you need to make a plan. Not many people make a plan for their life. You know, if you want to start a new business and you want to go to the bank to borrow some money, trust me, they will need a detailed business plan for you before they will lend you even $1. So you need to have a strong business plan if you want to create a business. So why not make a business plan also for your network marketing business? It doesn't have to be 30 pages, but sit down and think what it is that you want to achieve with your business here, when you want to have so much turnover, when you want to have so much turnover, put some dates on it, give it some thought, and then start working. And then be accountable. And that just means do what you say you will do. Keep your word, work consistently, be accountable. So if you're building a team and you promise some things to your team members, do it. Lead by example. You know, people don't say what you do, they do what you do. So you need to be an example for the people in your business as well, so that they want to follow you, they want to do what you do. We call it in network marketing, monkey see, monkey do. You have to do it first, then people will follow. And then, of course, one of the fundamental things of success, and that you will find that in any book, is massive action. If you don't take action, if you don't do things, you will not get a reaction, and you will for sure not get any good results. You need to take action. And you need to do action every single day, a little action every single day, but over time that will compound and amass up in a lot of action. And that is exactly how you do things. And it's the same as if you do sports. If you go to the gym, one time per month, that will probably not give an impact on your body. But if you go to the gym 5 days per week and you work out for 1 or 2 hours, then you will start seeing results. And it's the same here. It's like a muscle. You need to flex it all the time and just keep on doing the mundane, the trivial things every single day, but be very strict with yourself. But okay, why should you build this team? Well, that's a very good question, and that is actually the power of network marketing and duplication. That's because you get paid on the whole team that you're building. And that's why one of my favorite quotes here is, it takes a team to build a dream. So with a team, you have a lot of power because you represent a lot of working hours and a lot of turnover. And the thing is, with Minebase, you get paid on your entire team. It doesn't matter how deep your team goes. Actually, the deeper your team goes, the more you get paid because of the raising points line. So already after in your 5th line, you get double the Minebase points every time something is happening. After 10 levels, you get triple and so forth. So here it's important, of course, to be a product of the product. So get your own pack, be a good example for your team members. So when your neighbor, Peter, asks you, oh, this is interesting, how did you start? It's good to be able to say, well, I also started with this buy and hold, and I managed to get the money together for a 3-star pack, $1,000, because I thought that would be the best way to start my business. Then Peter will say, well, okay, I have to do that as well. I will see how I can manage that, because I really want to do what you do. So again, be a leader and show the way. So personal turnover, of course, and team turnover. The team turnover is where things really make sense, because when you're building a team, it will create more time. Because now it's not only your 3, 4, 5 hours per week, it's everybody's 3, 4, 5 hours per week you get paid on. It's not only your name list, your contacts, it's everybody's contacts. So now you are connecting to thousands and thousands and thousands of potential people through your team's contacts. And one of the good things is you're not alone, but you're part of a team. You also feel that you're building something. There's energy. You can talk to some of your team members. You meet on Zoom. You meet in real life. I can tell you so many stories, so many friends that I have gathered through my years, through this business, through network marketing. I have friends all over the world now because of a team, because I started somebody who connected somebody. Then somehow I got in contact with this person here and we built a relationship. So you are not alone, you're part of a team, and we help each other get successful. Because the more I can help you earn money, the more money I will earn myself. Because that's part of the compensation plan. The more successful people become, the more they earn, the more you will earn. So as I said, you get paid on your entire team because all the points, the Minebase points, count infinitely down. The only thing you need to be aware of is the balance. You can maximum, in most pools, you can maximum take 70% of turnover from one leg, from one direct leg. That's why I always recommend to build 4, 5, 6 lines or more, and then try to create active lines, because then you will always have a balanced turnover. So build wide, build deep, and then you will see the numbers will grow, and you will see the real power of duplication and network marketing. And here you see an example. Let's say you only refer 2 people and you teach them to do the same, and them to do the same, and them to do the same. So after 4 levels here, if everybody would find 2, of course, I know life is not like that, but then you would have, in theory, 16 people in your 4th level here. But let's say you stretch and you only find 1 more person, 3 people direct, and you duplicate this system now. So now it's, instead of 2, 4, 8, 16, now in theory it would be 3, 9, 27, 81. So you can see the difference in numbers just because you added 1 more person and duplicated a 3x3 system. But let's say you stretch even more and you go for 4 directs and you teach the mantra of 4 people in your business. 4, 16, 64, 128. So now you see the numbers really scaling up. And of course, the 5x5, that is what most systems and trainers are recommending. Maybe you will not have 5 super active lines, but you can build 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But out of these 10 or 20 lines you're building, over time, maybe only 4 or 5 or 6 really get active. But that's all you need to really create a massive, massive, massive organization. Because here you see 525, 125, 625, but the next one is 3,125. So the numbers grow massively. And remember, in your 5th line, you get double points. So it really makes sense also to think about how are you going to build, are you going to stretch to build a few more wide and duplicate that deep, because that will give you even more leverage and even more volume once you start building your team. So the good thing here, and I also already mentioned it, you're not only now, when building a team, getting paid on the work that you do and the time that you spend. Now you also get paid on other people's work and other people's time. But very importantly here, everybody works from themselves because it's their own business. But we work as a team together with each other. So you are not anybody's boss. We are team mates. We are helping each other achieve. And as a team, we get more energy, we get more power, and we help each other keep on track. So we normally, in our normal life, every day, we exchange time for money, because that's the most normal way of earning money today. If you are at your job, you get X amount of money per hour and you work X amount of hours per day. That means in a week you work whatever, 40 hours, 45 hours, whatever, and that is what you get paid on. But if you need more money, then you need to put in more hours. But if your boss or your employer don't wanna or don't have more work for you, then you need to find a second job. So now you also work beside your full-time work, you take another work, and here you also get paid X amount per hour. And maybe you have, let's say, extra 10 hours per week, but now you're working maybe 50 or 60 hours per week. But you still have a maximum of what you can earn because you have a fixed amount per hour that you are earning, and you also need to sleep, you need to eat. So there is a maximum to what it is possible for you as a human being to earn, every single week or every month if you are employed, if you are, like most people are. It's not. You won't get rich, you won't get wealthy because you don't have the time to accelerate your hours. So we work somewhere for somebody at X amount per hour because they are building their dream. They started their cafe, their restaurant, their shoe store, and we work there for that amount, building their dream. But what about your dreams? We all have dreams. Are you getting wealthy? Are you getting rich from your job? No, as I said before, it's impossible because you have bills to pay. It's not easy. And even if you do the best you can at work for the next 20, 30 years, will you then get rich? No, of course not, because you're doing the same things every single week. Maybe you will get a raise, but it's still, there are limits to how much you would get in a raise normally. And that's why you are, I wouldn't say you're stuck in your job, because I have many friends that love their work. They love what they do and they love going there. But of course, they will not get wealthy. But I also have many friends that do something on the side to support their life because it's not enough for them, or they just want to be more safe. Because if something should happen at their work, because the world is changing right now, automation is removing a lot of jobs. We have the inflation that is making your money worth less. So a lot of people are looking for something else. So that's why this way of working fits very, very well into a lot of people's lives, because you can have your normal work, you can have your normal studies, but you can work your own business, your own network marketing business besides your job. You use your job to pay your bills, to have your security, to have your foundation, but you build for your dreams, for your extra vacation, for your extra money, or maybe even to go for the stars. You build that during the evening and the weekends. You find 5-6 hours per week in between family, in between your work, and you allocate that to your Minebase business. And then you follow our system and you put yourself to work and you build your team and you help your team, and they build there and they build there. And before you know it, you are earning maybe $100 extra per week, or $200 extra per week, and $500, whatever, And now the money step by step will go up, just as in any other job you have where you work. You start from zero and you work your way up. But in a normal corporate structure, there is usually a maximum. But here there is no maximum, because the compensation plan, it's the pyramid upside down. Everybody can go to the top and you can get paid on potentially hundreds of thousands or 10,000s of people in the future. And I know these numbers, they seem crazy, but don't think about that. Think about who do you know, start building with them, they will build with them. And I remember the first time that I really, in my second business back in the day, when I hit 2,000-3,000 people in my team. I was 20 years old. I didn't know how that happened, but it just started to explode because people really caught on fire. And that is what happens when duplication sets in. So work hard on your job, do the things you need to do, but work smart, build your network, build your team, build your future. Because with only 5 hours per week, you can change the whole direction of your life, step by step by step by step. And in 1, 2, 3 years, you can be anywhere. Because look at the numbers here. Let's say you put in 5 hours per week, just as an example. It could also be 10, it could also be 2, it could also be 20, that's up to you. And you refer 5 people and teach them to do the same, to put in 5 hours. So you put in 5, but they put also in 5 hours. So now you have 30 hours working in your business, getting you paid. And if you're 5 also find 5 people, then you have 25 in your second line, and they put in 5 hours. So just in your first 2 lines here, you now have 155 hours per week working for you. Not for you, because everybody works for themselves. You are not their boss, as I said before, but you work together in a team. But you now get a part of the turnover that is created, not only in your second line, because when the 125 people put in 5 hours, that's 625 hours that come on top of this. So now you have almost 800 hours working for you in theory. And that is the power of duplication, because that would be impossible for you at your normal job to do, because you only have 24 hours per day. So even if you're self-employed, that is, it's impossible for you, because nobody can put in those hours. But here you can put unlimited hours in and get paid on everything, especially here at the Global Compensation Plan, where you, through the pools, participate in the world turnover every week. So to optimize your earnings with Minebase, think about it. Build a team. It's not a hard decision. Set up the system for yourself so that you feel good. And that can be buy and hold, 1 pack and the 550 tokens. That's the baseline, the basic solution, I would call it. But of course, I would recommend, as I said, the 3-star package and the 1,100 tokens, 1,100 tokens, because now you have 40 wallet addresses, so you get even more money. And then you start building your team now. And you teach them to do the same. Buy and hold 550 or 1,100, and they do the same, and then you will see, after 1, 2, 3 months, your business potentially can explode, because we are also here doing a lot of things behind the scenes to accelerate everything even more. So, team, what does team stand for? Together, everybody achieves more. So, I really hope that you got the essence of this training. I didn't want to make it too long, but of course there are other elements that we will be training in later sessions, how you do the different things. But already now in the Minebase system, in the team sites, we have a lot of training on how to get started, how to get successful, how to set yourself up for success. But again, all this doesn't help unless you decide to do the things needed. And as I said before, it's not rocket science, but you need to take the steps and be accountable and work consistently 2, 3, 4, 5 hours per week doing the basic things. And then you will see, just like in the gym, if you go there all the time, if you do the work, then it will grow. So what you focus on will grow. What you water will grow. And that's the same as your business here. So I can see there's a spelling error, Minebase, of course. Thank you for participating in this Minebase training. My name is Jimmy. I will be back in session number 4. And if you didn't watch session number 1 and 2, then of course I will recommend you to have a look at that, because those are the fundamentals for this business, and also the reason why I, after 34 years in this industry, really feel at home here at Minebase, because I think we are going to build some very, very big things for the future. So thank you so much for me. See you in the next training. Bye-bye.